Hi everybody, I'm Chris Caivano, and this is a short Qigong workout that you could do every day. This is especially for my friends who I only see once in a while at the libraries who want a little practice. It's important to practice Qigong regularly because you start to really feel the effects, and the benefits continue to accrue and get stronger the more you practice. So let's begin with a wave breath. Bring one hand, either one, to the abdomen and one hand to the chest. We're going to breathe. Knees are soft and relaxed, by the way. Tailbone is relaxed to the floor. Crown of the head is floating up. That's our Wu-Ji stance, our beginning posture. Now, as we breathe, relax the abdomen. Breathe in like a wave, filling from the bottom to the top. And exhale from the top to the bottom. Breathe belly, ribs, chest. Exhale from the chest, the ribs, and the belly. For the entire class, throughout this class, find a speed that feels right to you. Remember, the only thing we can do wrong when we practice energy cultivation is to not relax. Exhale. Filling the body with breath, stocking up with qi. Good. Now let's do a little qi massage or tapping. First, tapping on the chest like King Kong. And I'm tapping right on these lung points, right where the collarbone and the shoulder meet. You could do one hand at a time like that, or you could do both hands. Then extend one arm and we'll tap down from the shoulder to the wrist and tap up. This is to just start to move the energy through the meridians. Great way to work up some circulation, to get that circulation to move. Especially this point right here. Good point to massage, tap, loosen up. And then come across the chest. We'll do the other side. These are the yin meridians. These are the yang meridians of the upper body. Breathing, moving the qi. You could do this sitting too if you want. You can do this at any point in your day. Now back to the center and just tap up and down the chest. We tend to hold a lot of emotional stress here. I'm going to kind of mime it because otherwise I'll hit the microphone. Just tap up and down your chest and feel like you're loosening up, breaking up any stagnant qi, any aggravation or worries. Just break it up and then brush it off. Whew, ready to go. So coming back to your Qigong alignment, your energy cultivating alignment. I call this the Tai Chi axis. We're in line with gravity and we rotate right and left, tapping, right? This is called knocking on the door of life. We're turning from the waist so the knees aren't twisting, and we're tapping on the lower back and across the chi belt. That's that area in the front between the abdomen and the ribs. Great place to cultivate some vitality, energy, and circulation. This really loosens up the spine. Now tap on the chest, or those lung points again, for a healthy immune system. And tap on the top of the shoulders. This is called the decision-making acupressure point. So if you're getting stressed out over a decision, this will help you think clearly, maybe, right? And back to the chest. And the lower back. And slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Let's move a little more circulation and qi into the spine and the lungs. Inhale, open the arms, and we stick the tail back a little. Exhale, curl the tail under as the arms come forward. spinal cord breathing. Look up just a little bit. Exhale, tuck the chin. Stretching the front of the spine, opening the lungs, the chest. Stretching the back of the spine. Ooh, this feels so good. Now at this point, you may want to stop your video and just do this for 5 minutes if you have a tight lower back or upper back. Relaxing as much as you can. Bringing healthy healing flow into the lungs, the kidneys, all the internal organs, as well as the joints of the spine. Exhale. And relax. Okay. Now, bunch your fingers together. This is called the bird beak. And massage those lung points and kind of anchor your fingertips right there. This is an exercise called the rooster spreads its wings. Now, if you're very tight in your neck and your shoulders, you may only be able to spread your wings a little, and that is fine. Do what feels right to you. Right? So again, we're rounding a little bit. Inhaling, circling back. All these circling exercises are so good for our joints. That's why their nickname is silk reeling. We're making the joints smooth and silky. Now reverse. Elbows go back, side, forward, and in. Don't be alarmed if you hear weird noises, crunches and crackles. As long as it doesn't hurt, just breathe and visualize rivers of warm, healing qi moving into those joints, making them strong, healing up any irritation or inflammation, bringing in flexibility. Shake it out. Real simple one. This is called the pump. And if it's cold, if you're cold, if you want to warm up, if you want to gently strengthen your knees, what I'm doing is a little double bend through the knees. Soft, soft. The arms are just swinging loosely from the shoulders. This is a fabulous exercise for warming up and strengthening, as simple as it is. And if you don't have osteoporosis or any issues with your back, you can even add a full body swing. Inhale. Making that sigh of relief. It's another way to purge stress, stiffness, stuck old energy. Just let it go. And relax. Ooh. All of these are just to get our circulation and our energy flowing. Okay, let's do a silk reeling for the neck exercise, bringing the hands together in an upside down prayer pose behind the back, or just hold one wrist if that's more comfortable. The idea is you want to stabilize here. Knees are soft. Let your head fall to the side, either side. Gently let the head roll to the front and to the other side, and then to the back. You don't let it drop. You float it like somebody's holding the weight of your head in their hands. And then again, drop to the side. Breathing, relaxing. Being very gentle with this one. It doesn't have to be a big movement, but focus on where you feel that tension, and as you move, it starts to release. And you can reverse the direction of the circle when it feels right to you. And of course, my neighbor has started up his leaf blowing machine, because he only does that when I'm recording in my outside studio. So I'm going to do a sigh of relief, a A stress clearing sigh. Letting go. Feels good. And relax. Okay, circulation moving. Okay, now let's do, everybody loves this one, picking cherries. I'll back up. Knees are soft. Tailbone continues to just be relaxed to the floor and stretch up. One hand, stretch up the other hand, and the shoulders and the sides of the ribs open and stretch. And this exercise, like you're reaching into a cherry tree to pick a bunch of cherries, this exercise really relaxes and lengthens out your lower back. So it's often recommended if you sit a lot. And what my students and I are really discovering is so many of us are very tight and stiff through the sides of our body, so this one really feels good. And now open the feet. This is called horse stance. Knees are bent, and we're going to do the tiger. We're going to hips go back, and we're going to release the body forward. And then inhale, like we're scooping with our tiger claws, scooping out old energy. Exhale, send it to the earth. Inhale, pulling out any energy you're done with. Exhale, the hips go back, the chin goes forward, then relax. Inhale, exhale. You don't have to be bending your knees as much as I am. You could do all of these exercises in a very modified way and they'll still work. A nice way to start to strengthen the legs, strengthen and relax and lengthen the spine, and let go of some more of that stuck energy. Relax. Woo, feeling good. Okay, now let's go back to our tapping technique. And I'll show you how to do this. If it's not comfortable to bend forward, you could put your foot on a chair. We're just going to tap on the inside and the outside of the knee. Great technique if you have any knee issues. Great way to get the synovial fluid to move through the joint and to keep the cartilage and the tendons and the ligaments healthy and nourished. So tapping front and back, the side, you can tap under the front. Any way you tap, just feel those vibrations moving to the joint. Of course, we're going to do both legs. This is one of the coolest techniques in Qigong, this self-tapping. People love it. It works fantastically well if you've got one of those chronic issues like your knees always stiff in the morning. It's a good way to loosen it up. Okay, tapping. And then silk reeling for the knees. Legs are together, knees are bent. You can firmly place your palms on your knees so they're nice and kind of reassured. And then do little circles around and around. Feet stay flat on the floor, and you'll feel your ankles and your feet and your toes moving in response to the circling of the knees. And reverse the direction. Very important to keep our feet and ankles warmed up and active and alert. Very important for balance. And stand. Now, let's say being in this position made your lower back a little tight. Tap on the lower back. Even if it didn't get tight, this is another great exercise. Tapping on these very strong muscles in the lower back that do so much to help hold our spine upright. We call on them a lot and we don't always treat them well. So this is a nice little thank you to your lower back muscles and deep in the body beneath those muscles, in front of the spine, a little to the side are your kidneys. So we're tapping and getting some circulation into the important organs, the kidneys, which in Chinese medicine hold our vitality, our energy, keep our bones strong, our joints, our endocrine system. All right. Wow, that felt good. Let's do one more silk reeling. Let's circle the hips around. By the way, whenever I stop and say, wow, that felt good, what I'm modeling is what I want you to do, to notice how you feel after you do these exercises. Right? We're building our somatic awareness, our physical body awareness of how movement registers and how it changes the situation. If we're tight, if we're stiff, if we're tired, we breathe, we do these gentle, powerful, strengthening, brilliant exercises at Qigong. And then we pause and we go, that feels better. That's part of the slowing down that's so important. It brings us into the present moment, which is where the energy is. Not thinking what's happening next or what happened 20 minutes ago, but what's happening right now. And that's going to come in handy for this next exercise, because we're going to do some leg swings, and I'll show you this holding onto a chair. This is great for building balance. Let's see. Yeah, I guess I'll show you like this. What we're going to do is just swing the leg front and back like that. Now, I'm not swinging my body too much at all. I'm not like doing this. I'm keeping that sense of the Tai Chi axis. Head, shoulder over the standing foot. You could have one hand on your hip. Doesn't have to be a big leg swing. And I'm bending. I like to do it with a little bend to the back because that helps get some flow in that quad muscle. Now, if you could do this without holding on, more power to you, but I'll show you holding on. Adding the arms swinging in the opposite direction. Okay, if you're not holding on, it looks something like this. Whatever works for you, and relax. And we do the other side. That's really, really good for the psoas muscles, the lower back, the hips. So again, modify, make it harder for yourself, make it easier for yourself. You're the boss. You can start with your hands on your hip, leg back. The foot is relaxed. I like to kind of put my toes up to the front and point them a little to the back just because it activates the muscles in the ankle again. Breathe. Leg swings. Standing leg, by the way, is not rigid. It's flexible. If you want to do the opposite arm swing, that's another variation. And if you don't want to hold on at all, great way to strengthen your balance, okay? So you do those leg swings. You could do up to actually the prescription I heard from a Chinese doctor was to do this, I think 100 times a day, maybe even 200 times a day. Very strengthening, but work your way up. You don't have to do 200 the first day. That would be a lot. Okay, let's just stand still now. Whew, you feel your heart beating. Qigong can get cardiovascular at times. So let's just shake. Breathe. Now shaking. Another really multi-purpose exercise. Let's breathe in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Cleansing breath. That's actually called the heart healing sound. It's like a sigh of relief. We have to let go of the old used up energy in order to make room for the new clear energy. And this bouncing as simple and kind of silly and fun as it is, extremely good for you. Activates the immune system, distributes the circulation, helps shake up that kind of unconsciously held tension that may be lurking. So make sure your shoulders move, your wrists, your hands. You can improvise, make up your own little shaky movements. Then come to stillness and pause. Feel the chi. Breathe. Feet are on the earth. Shoulders are relaxed. Crown of the head is floating up. And now we're going to finish with a classic, beautiful flow, a moving meditation called Opening the Flow. Knees can continue to be soft as we inhale. The wrists float up. As we exhale, the arms float down. And we might imagine that there's a warm wave lifting the arms. And as the wave recedes back to the ocean, the arms flow down. And this part of a Qigong workout, just as important as the most vigorous, challenging physical exercises, in this part of the class, we cultivate the chi. We build the energy into ourselves. Coordinating the breath as best you can. Inhale, up, just like the wave breath. Exhale, down. Trying to relax more and more as you move until, and this takes some time and some practice, but eventually you're so relaxed into the present moment, feeling what you're doing, that it's as if the energy is moving you and you're just going along for the ride. You can move as quickly or slowly as you need to. If you notice yourself getting distracted, that's fine. Return to the breath. If you notice yourself clenching any muscles, just soften and relax them. Return to the flow. A couple more times. And then to complete our practice, bring both hands under your lower abdomen and right in front like that with the palms facing up. And we'll center the energy. So float an arm out. It's like you're welcoming in all of that healing, enlightening energy of the universe and allowing it to flow through you. Flow through the three energy centers of our mind. Brings us clarity, our heart, peace and joy and love. And into our physical body, the energy brings healing, vitality, longevity, youthfulness. Again, the breathing here is to inhale. Exhale, receive. Receive the energy. Inhale. Exhale, receive. And then cross one hand over the other. And close your eyes and imagine you're a bamboo tree planted deep into the earth. Your roots are plunged deep into the earth, stabilizing you, soaking up all of the minerals and the riches of the earth. And just breathe naturally. And as your body relaxes, you'll feel your weight kind of shifting front and back, side to side. Just let that happen. And be a nice flexible bamboo tree gently tossed by the breezes. Enjoying that feeling of the circulating qi, washing away the old, the energy that doesn't serve us is just released and let go. Strengthening, stimulating, soaking up the good, positive, healing energy that we need to be calm, happy, enthusiastic, maybe even. And open your eyes. Dominant hand makes a soft fist. Other hand covers it like the water flowing over the rock. And I thank you for practicing with me. Let's all thank the ancestral teachers who've passed this practice down. And take a moment to thank yourself for having cultivated the compassionate energy to take care of yourself and create your own good energy, which will then spread out to everyone around you. So that was great. Thanks for joining me. ChrisCaivano.com is my website. Please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Take my Qigong classes if you'd like. And I always welcome questions and comments. Thanks for watching. See you next time.